Hey folks, Good Guy Glenn here, and today is Monday, April 6th, 2024. I'm in Fairburn, Georgia, just south of Atlanta, and I'm at the Fairburn Family Truck Stop. This place is dodgy, but it's a nice spot. It's a dirt lot, old school. Very large truck stop, very kind of dirty, but it's okay. It's a safe place to stay. I paid $15 to be here. Bobtail. I think it's the same, Bobtail, or if you have a trailer, I'm not sure. But I'm in the Bobtail lot, which is nice that there's a little Bobtail lot here. I actually made the delivery today on low hours. Still made it, had an hour left on my clock, even though I hit traffic in both Atlanta and Greenville, South Carolina. I hit real bad traffic in Greenville, South Carolina. I didn't think I was going to make it here on time. But I did make it here on time. I did deliver, but there was no empties for me. No, there was no empties for me. So I did my empty call, and I put in none. And then right away they start sending me text messages. No empties, no empties. No, there's no empties. And guess what? I'm leaving. I'm not waiting for an empty. I have no hours. I'm going under an hour, and I need to find a place to stay. This place was actually right down the street, not very far. I got a spot, not a problem. And I've been here since about noon. So, like I said, I delivered. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well last night at all. I was worried about this load. But you know what? I'm not worried. I'm not worried anymore because it's delivered. I only get back just about 9 hours tomorrow. 8 hours, 55 minutes. And I have 47 minutes back still on my clock from today that will get transferred over. So that'll bring me just about shy of 10 hours. But I'm not going to burn those hours looking for empties tomorrow. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. I have a phone number to call. Tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock, I will start calling to see if they have empties. If they have an empty, I'll go pick it up. It's right down the street. I will pick up an empty, and then I guess I wait for something to come through. I could drive on the recap hours for the time being. I get back almost 11 hours the next day. Here's the problem. There's a DOT blitz coming up. And with my clock being low, I'm not keeping my clock the proper way. But as in, I don't know. Tomorrow I'm going to do a pre-trip. I'll probably do a 15-minute pre-trip. I got to do what I got to do, man. If I get a level 1, I can't be having my logs in disarray, especially since I take that very seriously. But anyway, there's a barber shop here. I thought about shaving my head. Thought about shaving my head. But I asked my daughter what I should do, and she said, don't shave your head, Dad. Don't shave your head. Keep your hair, because as long as you're out there, do what you're doing, growing out your beard, growing out your hair. She understands the concept of what I was doing. You know, she knows what's going on. So I guess when I come out off of OTR, eventually, I'll shave my head, and I'll trim up my beard. I'll trim it up. Get looking more presentable, more neat. But we'll see. Time will tell. I walked across the street to a Chick-fil-A, and I watched a truck destroy his trailer down that side street over there. If you've ever been to this Fairburn. If you've ever been to this Fairburn Family Truck Stop or delivered around here, you know that there's the American Cafe, American Deli across the street. I went there with my trainer when I was training with this company, and there's a McDonald's across the street and a Chick-fil-A. So I was walking over to Chick-fil-A, and I saw a guy. He tried to take a turn he had no business taking to begin with. I didn't know when I saw him up there with the trailer what he was doing, but he tried to make that turn, and he destroyed his reefer. Destroyed it. The air started gushing out of it, and he just kept trying to pull it free. He almost tipped the whole thing. He would have tipped the tractor. Everything would have went over if I didn't stop him. I don't know what he was doing, because his 2 air chambers on the street side were laying in the road. He destroyed those tandems, destroyed them. And those wheels weren't spinning nowhere. Plus, the 2 pylons he hit were up in the trailer now. And he ripped out so much of the bottom of this reefer. This reefer is destroyed. And he was an older dude. And he gets out of the truck. And I'm like, bro, the trailer's destroyed. And he repeated what I said, trailer's destroyed. And he goes, you think I'm in trouble? And I said, yeah, bro, you're in trouble. And he said, what should I do? And I said, well, first thing you need to do is call the police, which he didn't do, because the cops never came. Because I ate Chick-fil-A at the Chick-fil-A, and I sat in the window watching, and the cops never came. And he never put out his triangles, and he's going to have to call a wrecker, and they're going to have to bring out an articulated wrecker. It's not going to, a regular wrecker ain't going to be able to free him. It's going to have to be a crane wrecker. They're going to have to shut the street down. It's going to be a mess. I think his career is over. But whatever, dude. It's a shame. I prayed for him. Hate to see it happen. But you got to be careful, man. You know, I myself, you know, I'm a new driver. So, I've only been driving 6 months. Been out here. I remember one time I pulled myself behind a McDonald's. I had no business being behind, and it took me about an hour to back out of there. I had to thread the needle in the middle of the night and get out of there. I don't know how I got in there, but I got out of there. I got out of there all right. It was terrible. And it's scary. It's scary if you bring the truck somewhere and you realize you're stuck. You know? Always check satellite view before you show up at a shipper or receiver. You might go to the wrong place. You might go to the wrong warehouse that it's only box trucks, or they don't have a loading dock at all. It's just a warehouse with no loading dock, and it's bad news. I had to deliver to a store that was in a strip mall that had no tractor trailer access, and I came around the back. I almost didn't make it. I came this close. I mean, I was watching the mirror the whole time. I wasn't going to hit the building, but there was no room for error. I was right up on the ditch in the back of the store. But I made it happen. But yeah, I was thinking about my trainer, because we ate at that little restaurant across the way. And I gave him a text. See if he texts me back. See if he's even still with Western Express. I don't know. I'm hearing some weird rumors. Weird word on the street. I don't want to repeat it, because I don't know if it's true. I don't want to be the guy who spreads rumors. But I've heard a couple of things from a couple different people about Western Express being in some sort of financial trouble. That doesn't surprise me, and I don't find that to be unusual. But we'll see. I mean, you know, until they lock the doors, what do we really know? We really don't know much. We don't know much of anything. I can't imagine, with everything that goes on. Is that wrecker go? Yep, that wrecker's going to that guy. Oh boy, I almost want to go out and watch, but I don't want to be like that guy. I don't want to be that guy, that vulture. You know, I took a couple of pictures to send to a friend, but I didn't post it or anything. You know, I won't do that. Even when I film these videos and we're in a truck stop and I see something, I don't film it, because I'm not that guy. I think those guys, like bonehead truckers, I think they're the boneheads. I think anyone who will watch a new trucker struggle to park and let him crash, or let him mess up at the dock, or the shipper or the receiver, and not get out and give him a hand, I think you're the bonehead. I think that's a jackass move, and I don't think it's cool at all. And then just to sit there and record it and to clown the guy, you know, you better just hope that you never wind up in a situation where you're stuck and you need some help. Because it can happen, man. It can happen to most seasoned driver. This guy who crashed, he's been driving a long time. He's an older gentleman who's had his CDL for a while. I was talking to him. And that's it, man. Probably 30 years in the drain, man. all because he mashed up that. I mean, that reefer's destroyed. It's destroyed. He destroyed the tandems. He ripped the air chambers out. There's pieces of it. There's pieces of the tandems all over the road. The trailer's listing so far. I'm surprised he didn't go over. But yeah, if you sit there and you record somebody and you know they're having a hard time and you just post it so everyone can laugh at them, man, that's bad karma, dude. That's bad karma. And I hope that you never need anything from anyone, because you never know. Maybe someone will record you in your worst moments. You know what I mean? It can happen. Take for instance what happened to me in Ohio. It'd been raining 12 days. I pulled onto the shoulder and I pulled the tractor into the soft shoulder and I sank in the mud. And the funny thing was that there was tire tracks where other people have done exactly what I did, but they did it when it wasn't raining for 12 straight days. So the ground was just hard ground. Well, it was saturated and the truck sank in the mud, and luckily I stopped and didn't drag the trailer in the mud, because the trailer probably would have tipped and I would have been in trouble, because it would have taken the whole truck with it. It was heavy, full of tires. But you know what I mean? We all have our moments. We have our moments like that. I see it all the time out here. Things happen. People get stuck and they need help. And you can try to help them the best you can. With this guy over here, all I could do was just like lend him some nice words, but I couldn't help him. But yeah, I'm tired. I didn't sleep last night very well. I'm gonna sleep decent tonight. I have this thing I'm gonna try. It's Eggo waffle milk. It's made by Nestle's Quick. It's one of the flavors. I'm gonna try it. It's either gonna be really good or really disgusting. Don't know yet. But yeah, I had some Chick-fil-A for an early dinner because I'm feeling tired, like I said. And I'm going to lay down, edit a video, maybe watch some YouTube, and think about home, and that's it. Tomorrow I'll get up at 05 and start calling over to the place I dropped and see if they have an empty trailer. If they have an empty that early in the morning, I'll shoot over there and get it. Then I'll come back here. Try to pause my clock. I don't know. I'm tired. I just want a 70-hour clock again. Running recaps can be pain in the butt. But it can be good because it leads to short days. Short days indeed when you have short on hours. You know what I mean? So when you start that early in the morning, you're closing down at noon. And that's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling to be the first one in the truck stop. Get your spot. Pick out your lane. Yesterday, I paid for a spot up in Wentville at the Flying J. I paid for a spot so I could have the lane. And you know what? The truck stop was empty most of the night. I probably could have got away with not paying for the spot at all. But I did the right thing. I paid for the spot. I didn't get any knocks. That's what I didn't want. I didn't want anyone knocking on my door in the middle of the night and waking me up like Miss Kitty did down in Piedmont, South Carolina. Good old Miss Kitty. It's happened to be more than once there at that spot, and I paid for the spot, which was weird, but I didn't have the hanging tag in the window, so I had to keep showing them the app. So since then, I always make sure to have the hanging tag. I just don't want to deal with it. But anyway, like I said, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I gotta go in and wash out my coffee cup. Got a new C4 flavor. I'm pretty sure I've had this one. The popsicle cherry. Thanks, Wildbeard. Thanks for getting me hooked on these things. I don't drink them every day. I keep them in the truck, though, just in case. Just in case I need them. That's going to about wrap it up for us today. Here in Fairburn, Georgia. I hope you enjoyed this video. And you know what I always say? Love your family, love God, say your prayers, take your vitamins, drink plenty of water, eat a Greek yogurt and a banana every single day. And don't forget to smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so when I drop another video, you get a notification. Once again, this is Good Guy Glenn. Thanks for watching.